Hello, everybody! Great, babe.
Good.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's pin down this greased weasel. At least he's not as much of a greased weasel as Kylo Ren. I say that because I was re-listening to Mahler's fucking Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, An Unbridled Rage. It is 2 hours of sheer comedy, and I occasionally come back to it just to listen to it in chunks. Just for the hell of it, just for background noise. It's great. Because it is so easy to listen to someone just tear it apart. It is like a popcorn movie on its own. Just the teardowns of that film. It's great. Anyways.
Shush. Okay.
Oh?
I know what to do.
Will you give me any help or direction?
No.
God damn it.
You should have figured it out last. I wonder if I should back this. Do you think I should back this? By the way, I'm up to 50 now. 50 backed projects.
Currently backed?
Mm-hmm. Well, not currently. No. just all together. Currently, as far as like what is like hasn't been finished or whatever, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. But that one I'm probably going to cancel because I don't think it's going to meet its goal like at all.
Hmm.
But then again, there's still 30 days to go. It's like at 1,500, but they need 10,000, so we'll see. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 currently backed.
Mm-hmm.
That one's $1. That one's $1. That one's like it's $5, but it's Australian, so it's like 3 something. That's $3 in pounds, which means it's over, which is like $4. That's $4 American. This is £2. And it's already funded. Holy shit, that was quick.
Oh?
Well, no, because I did it. I want to show you. Because this is why I get notifications. Let me show you on. I'll just send it through Skype because that's where you see it. As soon as I saw it, because you saw it probably in my starred when you were looking through my comics that I had. This Cine Crypt. You remember that? Taking movies, making them comics.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that number at the top.
Backer number 1.
Numero uno, motherfucker.
Holy shit.
As soon as I saw that notification, I was like, boop, 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 boop.
Wow.
See, but it's episodes because I follow the people who make it so that I get that notification. It's like, so-and-so is creating. I'm like, hi. Backer numero uno, bitch. And it's already at, like, it had a $300 something goal, and it's already at, like, $1,300. I'm like, delicious. And now the nice thing that I like about this, I can do the cheapest one and not have to worry about it. Because, like, the second one, because this is the third one, I think, in the series. And I hadn't done the first one because I didn't know that thing was a thing, because I have only been using Kickstarter for the last, like, 2 months or so in a constant state.
Yeah.
I did little things here and there. But as far as like consistently doing it, it's only been the last few months. But I saw this one, the second one of these. It's called Cine Crypt. It's cool. They basically take like old horror, psychological movies and turn them into comics. It's cool. Basically, gothic shocks, B movie schlock, giving classic horror movies new life in comic book form. And I got the second one, but I didn't have the first one, so I had to pick the slightly higher priced because I only do digital. So I got the secondary digital, which included it. But like now, that one would be about $8 if you wanted to get all of them. It's 1, 2, 3 for digital. That's like $8. But I only have to get the third one because that's all I have. So that's only $3. So I'm like, yeah. Where the fuck was I going with this? Well, I was number 1. That's important. But yeah, so that's whatever. That's $4. That's $5 Canadian. So it's like 3 something. That's $1. That's $6, but that's 20 days from now. That's Australian $1, so it's like 70 cents. $5. This is $4, but it's 50 days away, so I'm not even worried about it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Woo. Anyway, I wanted to back this. Learn all about Korean culture with Woori Show. Woori Show celebrates Korean language and culture through our educational children's series. I don't know, I just saw it in my recommended, and I was like, cool. I could do $1, $5, $10. They got all the way up to 10,000. Oh my God, somebody did it? Somebody did $10,000. Holy shit.
Wow.
Somebody hadn't done that early in the day. That didn't have a backer.
Oh my.
So somebody decided to do it. Here's what you get. A new Woori Show character modeled and named after you or your child, Chef Judy Ju's in-person in NYC only, or virtual private Korean cooking lesson, 30 minutes.
Wow.
Your family makes an appearance on Woori Show. Your family's theme song composed by Woori Show's Joe Kai, first 3 to make this donation amount. 20-minute virtual Korean sing-along and story time for your child and 2 or 4 of her friends. Personalized birthday shout-out video for your child by Woori Show cast member. Sponsored by your name for an episode in Season 2. Digital music album of original Woori Show songs. Thank you digital postcard from Fuzzy Woori Show Puppet Friends. Social media thanking our shout-out. Get updates on Kickstarter. For $1, you just get updates, which is something I could probably do. 10,000? I don't think so. I could never.
Ay.
But somebody's willing to, and I'm like, God damn.
Anyways.
The game, but I like talking, so
Yeah.
Click the last. It's the last statement. I mean, we already established this, and you didn't figure it out. I ain't never been to that Tribulations joint. You have something that contradicts that. No. This is really easy. Not really easy, but...
Oh, wait. This?
No.
Oh, these.
Mmm.
I totally looked over them, of course.
You did.
Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches?
Matches? What is you talking about?
We found them in your office at Tenderlander. They're from that restaurant.
What?
If you've really never been to Tribulations before, what was a book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk?
You've been snooping around my stuff too, wise guy.
Dude, it was out in the open.
Go back into the high-pitched voices. What do you know, my ball and chain ain't no broad controlling me.
Ain't no broad. Is he calling Phoenix a woman now?
No,
A whore?
Who knows?
Bang. Order.
How much
order
is that?
my
That's
court.
not that much, is it?
What?
Yeah, no, that's not a lot. How much is... Yeah, that's what I thought. How much is 80,000 yen?
Divide by 100.
So 800? Ish? And I'm looking at YouTube. TikTok's on YouTube, basically, because I'll be damned if I'm going to put that actual Hellscape app on me, but I'll watch the shorts on YouTube. It says expensive things in Japan that aren't expensive in America, which is bullshit, because this is tiny apartments around 80,000 yen. I'm like, that's like $800. That's practically nothing compared to a lot of places in America. Apartment rents.
Yeah. Japanese cost of living is lower, but then their minimum wage is lower.
It says taxes
The way
are
that things go
420
is
yen
different.
for 1 kilometer. That's not a lot, right?
Wait, what is it?
Taxis are 420 yen for 1 kilometer.
No, that's 420.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's not... Movie tickets are 1,800 yen, so it's like $800 or $18.
Yeah.
That one's...
Yeah, that's pretty expensive, although a lot of foreign box offices are expensive. Especially for, like, service-related things, they tend to be quite expensive because they actually pay people. That's one of the reasons why tips in Japan are, like, basically frowned upon.
Anyway.
Anyways. Order. Well, witness. I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? Sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Forgive me.
I ain't no pussycat. I go work on what I said. I don't know what the fuck. But okay. Now I'm gonna go. do that joint all day. I'm doing so many stupid voices. God damn it.
Ugh. What?
It wasn't good, alright? I might have been there, but I don't know.
Please make your lines audible.
No, I don't want it. Wow. Wow.
You're just doing the same thing you did last stream now, and it's boring.
No, last stream I was really high pitched. Looks like an order came in for another testimony.
I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glen Elg that day, and he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. At très bien.
I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laying out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't out already, it was gonna be, so I split. I had the cop sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office.
I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, that. I read around and I'm gonna make the normal express.
Listen, Mr. Tigray, this is court. Don't expect shit.
No more stupid questions, god damn it. Huh. No problem. Anytime Troy presses on you, something else, he pays a penalty.
Mr. Godot, that's my job.
Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict.
Godot, I thought you were at least more intelligent than Franziska. Turns out in certain courts, actually, prosecutors do run the thing. Judges are just supposed to preside and watch and determine whether or not the prosecution or the defense made a better case. Japan still doesn't do that. I don't get why. I don't get why this is the way it is. It's so weird.
No, God!
Yes, sir.
This Express ain't cheap, right? So you don't, you paying.
Bitch, you're rolling in money! Oh man, doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here? That's my question. These games, they have already been nonsensical. It's just fucking weird.
Now I want that. Can we go to an orange? Can we go to the mall? Next time. I want to go to the Orange Julius. This looks yummy.
Oh?
I don't know. I'm just seeing. It's like they take this blue slushy and then they add soft serve ice cream to it and they mix it up. Well, normally, it says if they ask for a float, you just do the curl. But I want the other one.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
freaking-
could get that from any Dairy Queen that has that does Orange Julius stuff.
Oh, yeah, but I want to go with you.
Hmm.
And I know there's one in the mall.
Hello, Grace Curtis? I have no idea what that is.
Hello? Hold on.
It looks like gibberish. Is it supposed to
believe
be
it.
some kind of fucking link?
I'll be there in just a moment. Vo-Fi.
It's key
Hello?
smashing.
Hello, Vo-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
What? Wait, there's another one. Vrartek. Emma McBride. And Grace Curtis.
I don't trust him.
I don't either. You have one last chance to show us that you're real people. If not, you're getting the ban hammer.
Yes, please.
You've got 10 seconds. Plus the delay time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Done.
You only did the one.
No, I did both.
No, you did both. It was slow to update. Okay. Um... Hmm.
Should know. No. You don't know. You're not figuring it out.
No, I'm not. What is it with this fucker?
Why aren't you figuring it out, buddy?
Shut up. I'd only do this once a week, if that.
I know. I mean, so do I, but I just know everything.
More key smashing spam.
Wait.
No.
There is. Hold on, I'll be right there. Sorry, wasn't.
I can actually deal with it.
Well, I mean, I know. I just unplugged my phone in, so I have to. Oh, I don't see anything.
I deleted it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can handle stuff sometimes.
Well, stop it. You stop it, you key smashers.
They're actually called a botnet, I think.
Yeah.
I don't fully understand what's what with that shit right now, but whatever. Anyways. What is... Wait, he wouldn't have been able to see the guy... Well, I mean... Yeah, no, from the door he wouldn't have been able to see the guy. I mean, we proved the mirror wasn't there that day, right?
But you're not looking at the bigger picture. No, that may have been right. But what is it? Come on. Ah.
Yeah, I was right. Okay. Objection. You're something of a loan collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigre?
No one escapes the Tiger's clutches.
Well, I'm something of a lie detecting pro.
Sure.
No one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. I think it's time we got something straight.
What's this trait? A new line of irrelevant questioning?
Godot, shut up for once. These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigre. From there, your field of vision would have covered an area of something like this. Well, if he turned his head, but whatever. Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat.
Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head.
No, unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition. Why, that's true. Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here. Okay. Apologies. I moved my head away from the microphone, but that still probably caught it. Yeah. So, from the entrance of Turbien, you wouldn't have been able to see the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day because you met with him.
Coconuts. Put them in your mouth. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. You want my coconuts? Nuts. Reach it dance up and down. I can't help it. I got music on the brain.
I prefer grapes. I don't know.
What is that supposed to mean?
Your coconuts.
You're saying my coconuts are grapes? Fuck you.
Well, I mean, they're shaped like grapes.
No, they're not.
That's
I don't think. Why are you telling people what my coconuts look like?
well, that's just the shape of a testicle.
Oh my god. How do you know that? Not everybody has the same coconuts.
What? That's just the normal. They're like a pill shape. That's just the natural shape
And
of a
besides,
testicle.
her coconuts are boobies, not my coconuts, which are different. Goodness.
I was okay. Whatever. I guess my joke was completely lost on you.
It usually is. You have to make a joke first.
Uh,
Cannot believe you.
Whatever. We've forgotten the old man's testimony. The victim was alone at his table. Objection! The defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Elk, but a fake.
What?
In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade. Bang. That will do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenn Elg, and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo.
Right now.
In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court.
Watch him bounce up and down.
Furio Tigre, obviously, right?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Maybe. I have to look. Nuts. You can put them in your mouth. Right now, right. Oh, yes. No, right now.
That's what I thought. Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it. What? Well, witness?
Now that's cute. Now you think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you just don't understand. The tiger is the king of the jungle. I dare you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts.
You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. It's an offense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright!
This old man, you's got guts. I give it to ya.
Mr. Wright, do not leave me alone do not leave me to handle this alone.
Perhaps I can end this embarrassment.
Mr. Godot.
Let's go back to Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't just see the victim. Oh, no, 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 no. Powder in there. Was the victim he saw the real victim? That does not matter. The fact remains he saw the accused put poison in the coffee.
Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned the coffee. Objection! Very impressive, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack?
Sketchy, 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 sketchy.
Andrew has truly become the cat looking for scritches.
Found your pen at last, Trite?
It was in my pocket. Ahem. I did not know that was going to be that line. Ahem, but anyway.
Sure, Jan.
What? I just made an ahem noise. Not thinking it was going to be written. Actually, it was kind of totally on my own accord, but whatever. But then it was written. Oh, wow. Anyways, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenelg, and the waitress from behind. Yes, your point, Mr. Wright. I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glenelg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible that the waitress was also part of the show. What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well? The defendant, Miss Bird, felt unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her. What on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed? Who is this woman? Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tenderlender.
Who's making a big mistake? Look how much I'm sweating. You know who Viola's grandfather is.
Yeah, I do. That's why you, being so plainly obvious and bringing her into it was such a dumb move.
You better be going home in an armored truck tonight if you know what I means. Oh. Stop shaking, Nick!
Bang. Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, had stated the following. Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer at the restaurant. She was sort of creepy, and she had a kind of cackling laugh. There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table, who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There is only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice, once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, was you. Witness, what have you got to say?
That's cute.
Sorry.
I use I could do with a guy like you around.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm on in this game. That's right, I'm on the game, you know. I'm gonna have to try to get my meeting now. I think if you use one more thing to think about before I go.
Something to think about? before you go?
Yes, you got it all nice and wrapped up and... You was missed out on one real important thing.
That can't be.
I was in a joint that day and I met that kid too.
Eh?
You poisoned him, you hear?
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre?
Ha! What a troublemaker.
Troublemaker?
Looks like we're going to need another one for the road.
Oh boy.
Yes. Hold on.
Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at 3 p.m. between yourself and the victim?
Yeah, I loaned you, Glash, about $100,000. That day we were due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date. See? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay out. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yeah, I won $500,000. He got lucky, you know. Real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she had done, everything would have been over.
No, I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Elg was $50,000.
Yeah, well, you's got the VIG to take into account and just builds up fast, you know.
Vig. That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal. Yeah, he's a loan shark. What do you expect? There are people who are in perpetual debt, paying back hundreds of times their original loan amounts years down the line. I mean, and the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question.
You was one lucky kid. You got $500,000 just in time. I had no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case.
His motive? He has to have one. But what is it? Wait a minute. That winning ticket wasn't a winning ticket, was it? Well, okay, supposedly this is a winning ticket. Did they verify that it's a winning ticket?
Uh, hold on. Press on the last statement.
Hold it. The waitress. You mean...
The girl with the glasses in the defendant's chair. She hadn't gotten in my way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with.
Maybe I should push a little on this.
Ask how things would have been.
How things would have been. What do you mean things would have been over and done with?
I use all there what I'm talking about the cash. I'm there to get my $100,000. That's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before the waitress got in the way.
As far as I can tell from the waitress' witness testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said. The tiger's motive, huh?
I didn't have any other reason to kill the guy. Are you sure? Didn't you need money for something?
This.
Dude. What do you? Thank you. What are you waiting
Objection. I just wanted to make sure you didn't have any immediate objections to my objection. Anyway, so you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elk loaned you, correct?
I loaned the cash to the guy. I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right.
No, he loaned the cash to the guy.
Yeah, he loaned the cash to the guy. Shut up.
Nom nom. Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, $100,000 wasn't enough to cover it, was it?
Me?
About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery.
Where did you get all this info?
These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost approximately $1 million. Payment for these expenses was due in December of last year and was paid in full. $1 million, a preposterous sum. Someone should sue these HMOs.
No one would pay a bill like that. The medical association got wind of it. The hospital would end up as dead as a morgue.
Bang. But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it.
Grrr!
Order. You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright? Indeed it did, simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini.
Did you say Cadaverini?
He is now putting the pieces together on who Viola Cadaverini is, even though we've said her name already, but whatever. Bruto Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of the underworld activities of the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire that $1 million Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, you decided to sacrifice Glenn Elg's life to pay your debt. Bang, bang. Order. What do you say to that, witness?
Nice little fairy tale, trite. Even if the witness did need $1 million, that doesn't tie into Mr. Elg's murder. Mr. Elg only helped him owed him $100,000 and had no hope of repaying it anyway. What is this? Yeah, that guy wasn't worth my spit.
Objection. I don't think so. In fact, the opposite's true.
That is so.
What?
No, I mean, it was true. If you haven't seen it, so I'm about to spoil a show for y'all that if you haven't seen it, I mean, firstly, you have to watch a whole show. It's going to wait. So, you know Sex in the City, right? You probably don't know it, but.
I mean, I know of it. I kind of know some of it.
Well, that's sad. You should know more. Oh, it dropped big time. Right. After that, yeah. Oof. Anyway, yeah, one day it dropped $5. Goddamn. Anyway, so I watched the other night the first episode of the spin-offs, the first 2 episodes of the spin-off series I think I've told you about, came out. It's basically continuing the series, but like 20 years later.
Okay, yeah,
15 years later. Without Samantha, because the actress just didn't want to do it, because I know she and the main lady, Sarah Jessica Parker, didn't get along. I'm personally on Samantha's corner, but I'm still going to watch it because I want to see how bad it was. It was really, I think it was very, man, it says he's a main character. God, I hope he's a main character. I mean, even if it's just like Spirit, I don't know. Anyway,
Spirit.
Shut up. So they, I'm so stupid. Anyway, the fuck is it? It's called, it's and just like that, and it's, I tell you, it was a gut punch. It was terrible, personally, because I felt like they were trying to write to a young audience without knowing how to write to a young audience. Like, it was still the old Sex and the City writers trying to appeal to modern day audiences. It's like,
oh god.
And then at times it also just felt like Sex in the City but without Samantha, which is just like eating a burger without fries and a drink, you know.
I mean,
sure, it's fine, but it doesn't feel like the complete experience.
Is there at least ketchup for it?
Not really. What do you mean ketchup?
Like ketchup to dip the burger in, or to...
No, not really.
Oh.
You can dip it in your tears. Because they kill off. At the end of the first episode, they kill off. I don't know. I mean, you see, the problem is I don't feel like telling you because, like, you don't know. You don't care. You know? I
mean...
But I'll just
write a video essay about it, and I will.
Fuck you. A character died at the end of the first episode, and they happened to die they had just gotten off a Peloton bike and had a heart attack and died.
Uh-huh.
And Peloton stock after that episode had dropped like $5.
Wow. Okay, how much was their stock beforehand?
Not that good, because it was in the hundreds a couple months ago. It was down to like 45, and then after the thing was down to just above 40.
Oh my god.
I think, yeah, here, it went from like 45.91 to 40.36.
That's like a 10% decrease. Holy fuck.
Yeah, because he died. The guy died just after getting off his Peloton and bike. Like, you could see the Peloton name and everything. Like, bitch.
That was the worst product placement they could have paid for.
Yeah. Like, ooh.
How did they manage to sell that, by the way? You have to explain usually what scene something is going to be in order for you to get the product placement.
I just don't think they thought, like, it's a great... Because I'm sure all they thought was, like, it's a revival. People love the original show going in, and yeah, somebody's going to die, but it's not necessarily because of the Peloton bike. They just had a heart attack and died. It's okay.
Presumably, of course, there's way more like personal fitness that goes into it, and this would be a little bit of lovely scaremongery to get our fucking product out there.
But
not
yeah,
like that
so
won't rub audiences the wrong fucking way.
Peloton stonks went boop. Boop. But went down. Actually, you were wrong. It was 10%. It went down 11.35%. Actually.
Okay, so it was 11%. I was afraid to say like,
Yeah.
is that 11% a ninth?
11.35%.
Woof. Ugh. All right.
Wait. Oh. No, Peloton said HBO never told him how the bike would be used.
Oh, that's even worse. Oh no!
Oh, no.
How did they get away with that?
Wait, I have to. Fuck.
Peloton, how did you never ask?
I don't want to spoil it.
What?
I'm gonna just send it to them.
Someone probably got fired for that. I feel bad for that person who didn't check to see what it was being used for. Holy fuck! Oh my god.
That is not good product placement in at all remotely.
No! Oh my god.
It went whoop, bye-bye. Down she goes. Anyway, keep going.
Oh my god. Anyways, lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glen Elg had no way to repay the money is crucial. What?
Do you know where you're going with this, Nick?
You've got to think outside the box, Maya.
Outside the box?
It's very straightforward. Mr. Tigre wasn't after the $100,000 at all. It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with the class? What exactly was Mr. Tigre after? The computer virus. Oh, and that's what's currently fucking everyone over. Okay, yeah, so he did use it, and it was fucking used. Okay. Glen Elg was a programmer. A very skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elg put up in order to borrow the money.
How to explain how skill can be used as collateral to secure loans, right?
Smack. He had the skill to create a computer virus, and so he did. A virus known as MC Bomber. Hey, computer virus? What does one of those do? A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc in the insides of a computer. A computer? What does one of those do? I guess the beard's the only part of his honor that is from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important point. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market. Mr. Tigre, you couldn't have cared less about the $100,000. Isn't that right? All you cared about was one thing. The virus that would not only pay back the Catavrinis, but make you millions in dividends.
Lovely, lovely, tasty dividends.
On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on this CD. Glen Elg had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but it can't. Neither can I.
The lottery win?
Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least, no legitimate way.
Speako.
So he resorted to illegitimate means instead.
That's crazy.
Would you call someone planning a murder anything remotely sane?
I mean...
He murdered Glenn Elg and then made his next move to frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glenn Elg, while Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo.
Like I said, right? That's crazy. No one could pull off something like that. For starters, no chef could have been kept out of it.
Objection. But Mr. Armstrong knew all along about it. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan. Order, order. Silence or I will clear the courtroom.
You put on a good show. If you want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you got to be careful. You saying I dress up like that kid created a witness and framed somebody? If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt or your skin.
I mean, his skin's supposed to be a deep red.
Which is so fascinating to me. Like, nobody ever talks about it.
I mean, he's a literal demon. People don't want to point it out. Otherwise, it makes it true.
I guess.
I agree.
Wow.
Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out. What? Another one, Mr. Wright?
Let's see. Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Wright?
The fake badge?
I guess.
What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me. What? That's the truth. But the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright. Although, now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you, standing in here this very court a month ago. The Phoenix Wright who put up the most disreputable, shoddy defense I had ever seen. Oh my god.
And you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused was here a month ago was this man. Are you permitted to stand and testify that it was him?
Nope.
Hey. Forget about it, yeah? I would do something like that, not me.
He's playing nice now? Really?
You made a mistake. It was someone else.
Objection. Have you no pride, sir?
This isn't a matter of pride.
I mean, you're right.
In case you didn't know, Trite, here in court we deal with people's lives.
Mr. Godot is right. Your Honor? Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as the judge, with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it. No way! If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive.
But we've come so far. You say he impersonated Glennie, you say he impersonated you. None of that adds up to a murder charge.
Ah, fuck.
You have a shred of evidence to poison the witness to coffee.
Ugh. I mean, the most we could ever get him for is accessory to murder, but...
Mm-hmm. Sucks to be you, right? Blah.
Wait.
Don't mess with the tiger. You're gonna get mauled. You got that?
All we managed to do here was chase him around a bit. But I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt.
Looks like I won't be needing a refill.
If I just had one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence and maybe I could get Maggie off the hook. Wait, is this where Gumshoe comes in and saves the fucking day? When this gross examination is over, you are free to go, Mr. Tigre.
Hold it!
Do.
Your Honor, sir. It's me!
Gumshoe! Our shining hero! The himbo arrives! Detective Gumshoe!
Sorry it took so long, pal. I staked everything on this, my badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this too.
What is it, Detective?
Is it? Oh, yes, it's the final decisive pieces.
What? Holy fuck. Oh god. Wait, why are we in the defendant lobby now?
Sorry it took so long. I finally got the results from the lab.
The results?
About the prince, pal, about this medicine bottle. Do you know who the prince belonged to? You think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know. So tell us they're the tigers. I knew it, right? You bet. Clear as crystal all over the bottle. They're Furio Tigre's paw prints, alright? That's great. We've got him now, Nick. What's wrong with you? You've hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick.
I know. Look, I'm sorry. This is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now.
Huh? What? Why not?
What we need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glen Elk's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now. Did we need to put it on the poison bottle? Wait, no, the poison bottle was planted. It would have obviously just been, like, cleaned.
No matter how I try, I'm never of any use. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. This is our last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless pieces of evidence this whole time. It's alright, I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal.
Detective Gumshoe?
Maggie!
You've been working on something for me?
Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. Gummy. I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like this. Ah! Oh, no.
Detective Gumshoe, wait! He's gone.
Is there anything we can do now?
I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. Small bottle put into pocket. God damn it. Do we not have an additional fingerprint kit? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I granted you a recess so you could prepare this decisive evidence you've discovered. Yes.
Don't show us, naturally. We can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court, can't we?
Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste.
How much more of my time you gonna waste? I ain't in no court before. But yous lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion.
No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright. Well, I know I can't prove anything new with this evidence. Really backed into a corner here, but maybe if he thinks he's got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit. Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Present this final decisive piece of evidence to the court.
Hold on. Do it. Present it.
The small bottle?
Do it. Do it.
Alright. This is the defense's final piece of evidence. Isn't that the victim's smack? Your Honor, naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigre.
What?
But, Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information? Everyone in here knows what this bottle contains, except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark.
What prints are on that pansy-looking bottle? Is that what you're saying? What the hell's in it anyway?
A phony trial, a phony lawyer, and phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Mr. Tigre, this is a decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains...
potassium cyanide.
Ha ha ha! This is the bottle containing the potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide? The poison used to murder Mr. Elg, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that?
You'd make a good clown, you know that?
Excuse me?
Yous ain't never gonna get that to stick. Yous just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger?
Bluff?
I can see straight through you, Phoenix Wright. That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it.
No, no. This is the bottle we found traces of the poison in.
Don't mess with the tigers, you's gonna get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was brown and was made of glass. That cheap piece of trash, it don't look nothing like it.
Wow. Hmm. Got him at last.
What? What's everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle.
Is this the bottle you're referring to?
Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanide was in. But you ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy-looking suit fool you people. That lawyer's just playing games. Tell him, Godot. Tell him that guy where to go. You still haven't figured it out. Don't you realize what you just said? What I said? What did I just say?
You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. But just now you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison.
You don't know who you's messing with. I'm the tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. You think I'm gonna let some jumped up suit get the better of me?
Sure, the last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with a phony lawyer. It was all played out by you, the biggest phony of all. Wow. Oh my god. What the? What's going on?
It looks like a blackout.
Oh my god.
Well done, Trite. I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. Savor it.
Did that fucker just throw coffee at me again?
In the dark.
Fucking... I swear to God. This bastard needs to be... Like... When do we sue him for harassment?
Never. Well, you
Ugh.
watch your caged prey.
Right, you caught a tiger by his toe, but if this one hollers, he won't be let go. The prosecution will be sure to take care of Mr. Tigre, won't you, Mr. Godot?
He's being arrested on suspicion of the murder of Glenn Eag.
Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in absence of a genuine defense attorney. Yes, she was.
In the absence of genuine evidence, but the tiger made one mistake.
Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue. Furio Tigre is a truly frightening criminal.
There's the defense attorney over there.
Godot. What are you doing? Well, I am now in the position to deliver my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Woo! I love the fact that she's in the police stance, like saluting. That is all. This court is adjourned. Woof. Hooray, we finished a fucking case.
Yay!
Mr. Wright, I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Maggie.
I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me in all that trouble a month ago. But now I feel like I can forgive him. Hey, that wasn't me, Maggie. That was the tiger.
Look, Nick, in the doorway.
Detective Gumshoe. Dick. Wait.
Wait. What do you want?
Detective Gumshoe.
Oh yeah. Congratulations, Maggie.
Thanks.
I knew you were innocent all along.
Why didn't you say that in your testimony then?
Huh? Well, Well, I guess I'll be heading out. See you around.
Wait up, Detective. He just ran off.
Maggie, why are you being so hard on him, you son of a bitch? He busted his butt for you. Thanks to him, we got the medication bottle.
That wasn't even any use.
Oh, yeah. But
it's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles. Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him.
Can't you put in a good word, Nick?
Yeah, Maya's right. I should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. Maggie, you know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all this. I wanted to believe that, sir. But on that first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up. He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He has to report the facts. He doubted me, that's why. He thought I might have done it.
No, dumbass. It's not all about you. He can't just lie on the stand.
No, of course. I've got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. I know. I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom.
No.
The fucking...
Yeah.
Take that. Here you are. A present to celebrate your freedom. That's... a present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love.
He said you lost weight and he was worried about you. He likes some thickums.
Detective Gumshoe. I actually really like weenies. You know?
Pretty hungry myself, you know.
Yeah, the trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it? Is it okay if I eat this now? No.
So how is it, Maggie?
It's really good. No. Hey, maybe Gumshoe like fried them in good oil. Who knows? So the case of phony versus genuine comes to a close. The false allegations surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up. And who knows? Maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. For her sake, I hope so. Recipe for Turnabout, the end. New episode has been added. Turnabout beginnings.
Except we're not going to do that. It's time to go. Bye-bye.
Nope. Yep. That is for next time. Save? Alright. Oh boy! Next time we get to start a brand new case. Hooray!
Hooray! Hooray!
Ah! Wah! I can't do the Latrice scream very well, if at all. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, all we're getting is stupid fucking spam shit.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the notification bell for notifications as to when we go live. We go live every Thursday. Usually, every Thursday. Usually from 7 to 9, approximately, U.S. Central Time. Currently non-daylight. we're doing the Ace Attorney series, of course, and yeah, is the next trial the 4th already of the game? I think
What?
so.
Yeah, I don't know.
So does that mean that's the last case of this game?
No, I think there's one more.
Oh, there's 5 cases in this game.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So, fun stuff in that case. Then, I also do stuff on Sundays, primarily on Minecraft right now, from 6 to 9 nice US Central Time, again on Sundays. Yeah, tune in for that. The reason why I didn't do anything this last Sunday was because I was trying to make mod updates work, but stuff wasn't working. I had to go jump around versions and shit, and it wasn't worth it by the time I was actually able to figure it out. I had like not enough time for anything and whatever. So I'll be doing that this Sunday. Yeah. Anyways, this has been Guys Smith and
B. Andrew.
yeah, and we're signing off. Until next time, take care. We'll see you guys. Bye.
Bye.